Well, I think that's working. I don't see the chat yet, though, and I gotta figure that out. Where is the chat? See if we can figure that one out. People text. What's this do? No, it's not what I need. Oh, guess I need to fix that. There we go. Does it help if I flip the camera the right way? I guess it would help if I flipped it the right way. I am trying to figure out if we are, if this is working. I don't know. I feel like it's probably not working. What the hell? Oh, no, I think it is working. Oh, wow. See if I can hear myself. Oh, yeah, I can hear myself. Wow. All right. Sorry, TikTok. I know you guys can see me. I was just talking about. I'm live on Twitter too at the same time, YouTube as well. I was just trying to see. I'm testing this new program that allows me to go live on multiple. Now the problem is, I need to figure out a solution because if TikTok's going away, we got to have a plan. So that's why I was trying to make sure I can go live on X and other options. I'd hate to not have a way to get a hold of you guys. What's up, Kevin? VP, I think. Cam, how are you? YouTube. Okay, good. It tells me where people are live from. That's great. So I don't want to tell you guys. Oh, so it's kind of crazy story, but I have a sore throat, so it might be a little bit quiet here. But um, crazy story in the sense that the bow has not been claimed yet. So the bow giveaway has not been claimed, which is absolutely crazy. But I did reach out to the person; they have not replied. I am going to give them till tonight. And if I don't hear by tomorrow, then we will host another giveaway for the bow coming up. So pretty much, Arch, we're getting to that point, right? So the good news for the people who have joined the membership, people even who have joined after now will be entered in to win this, and the people who send the Galaxy share subs, all that will still get even extra entries. Now, your original entries that you guys put in for will be kept as well. So if you bought extra entries, you will keep your extra entries. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So that's a benefit to most of you. Um, TBSH, if you want to enter, you have to join our membership program. But what I'm going to tell you is really important is instead of join it on here, join it on YouTube because we don't know TikTok's going to be around next month. So it's important that if you're going to join the party, join the party. You know what I mean? So make sure we're going to keep you go that way. Join on and all my Bros Graphics, Devin. Make sure all you guys join on the YouTube subscription instead. We want to make sure um we don't lose you guys if we lose it. Now, apparently, they said TikTok's going completely dark on the 19th, so I don't think you'll be able to get in there. I'm hoping that Archinome, but again, we got to have a backup plan, and I want to make sure you guys know where to find me when this goes down because I most likely will go live on YouTube and X for a while and try both those. But probably YouTube will be the main home for our live shows, so just keep that in mind because it's the most feasible one at this point, and it might grow, based on all you guys who are over here that would come over and do it there. Thanks, bros. Appreciate that. Tops and Hari, man. Uh, I think it's about $6 a month to join the program, and you could just join the one time. So really, it's like a $6, and you're entered to win this bow. So it's totally worth it. But do it over on YouTube again. You know, target acquired. So, all right, let me see what we got going here. That's a good question, Paul. Well, AP already released their 2025 bows, I believe. They started piecemealing a member a couple months back. So we had that. We had did a video on the new one for them. It was called what was it? I'm blanking out. They did a bunch of bows actually. They did like a few bows. It wasn't just like a couple. It was actually a decent amount. Where is it? Sorry. The summit, that was the one we did. So we did the APA Summit 2025. Great bow, pretty low cost. I think it's a great option. It's got a lot of that same stuff the Pro model has. And then they did launch a bunch of other bows though, so keep that in mind. I didn't have them. They didn't send me those. They usually send me 1 to 2 a year, so they don't really send every model, but they did do, I think, a Cobra or something again. Let's see, I'll take a quick peek here for you. Hunting bows, Black Mamba Pro, that was already around. The Summit was new. The King Cobra DG, I think, was new. Is there something that says 25? Because I don't know which ones specifically were 25s, but I think most of these were. Serpent R1, Black Mamba 29, King Cobra DG, Black Mamba 32. I think the Dangerous Gate's been around, but I don't know if they do anything different to it. Yeah, Devin, there's not much I could do with that, man. Yeah, I hear you. I hear what you're saying there. But we'll figure that out. We'll start over on what we'll do, Devin, maybe an option we'll do for all of you guys who come over from TikTok. We'll do something where you automatically get an extra entry for 1 year, or something like that. Since you came over, that's probably the best way to do it. Jay Quimbley, great question. I was gonna say no one claimed the last bow, so I think we're gonna be giving away the CP28 again at the end of the month. So keep that in mind. I'll do it most likely on YouTube and on X and maybe Facebook, but I'll try on TikTok if it's still here, of course. But you guys will still be entered though if you're a member. So don't think you're not. The only problem is it's gonna be very hard to get a hold of you because there's no way for me to communicate. So whoever wins, I will post their name on the YouTube community notes. So keep an eye on those, okay? Because that's where you'll find out if you won. Because I will not have your contact information. I won't be able to IM you, and on YouTube it's really tricky to communicate with people, which I hate, but it is what it is. What's up, Buster? So. All right. Let's see what we got here. What's up, Brandon? It's weird. Oh, your comment just came through. I see. That's the only issue with this program. It doesn't tell me who's a member. So let's see. On YouTube, Brandon's the member, and that's it on everybody's on there at this minute. Cool. Okay, where are we? All right. So yes, Buster just joined. Just telling everybody, Buster, no one won the bow last time. The person didn't claim it. I don't know if they're off TikTok already and goners. I don't know. I don't know if it's hard sometimes why people don't claim things, but they didn't. And I've been trying to get hold and they won't answer. So after tonight, the bow will be back in for a giveaway again. I will pick from the original list, but you can still add in if you want. You can still do your galaxies. You can still join right now if you want to try to get a chance at the CP28 from Bowtech. So keep that in mind. And what's up, Andrew? And anyway, we'll do it at the end of the month. So just plan on that. Going good, BNN, appreciate it. Well, Devin, they're actually from YouTube. They're actually from TikTok, which I guess I could do it that way. But so I'm kind of live hoping they come on to see if they snap in there. What's up, Chris? Yeah, developed a sore throat. It sucks, and a stuffy nose again. I feel like it's hard to get healthy nowadays. Anyway, I don't know what I'm going to focus on coming up. I got some things I want to work on. We haven't gotten all the main bows in, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So the goal is we're going to start doing those bows as they filter in. I just got word that the Bowtech bows are in transit. I know Prime's still sending us their bows. I know Hoyt's still sending us their bows. They're in a back order situation. So my point being is I do plan to do the dialed site video with one of each bow brand. So I want to show it with a Matthews, with a Hoyt, with a Prime, with a Bowtech, because they have the different mounts, and I want to show them mounting systems is the bigger thing I want to cover, you know. Awesome, Brandon. That's great, man. Thank you. Thanks for clicking those hearts over there too. I appreciate that, guys. Very helpful. All right, where were we? Yeah, I was fighting something else, bros, and then I moved into this. No, I just got this the last 2 days as I was shoveling snow, and it's been cold and breathing in that air. So I think it now I got this little eye, ears, throat thing. I think it's not a huge deal, but still annoying. I hate sore throats because they just sit there and linger. They just linger. All right, let's look at our wow, 8 viewers on X. That's pretty impressive. I am excited about that. Is something happening here? X is turning this thing around. Hey, if you're on X, send a comment, send a hi real quick. I love to see who's viewing this and say hi. Say hi. 8 viewers on X. That's excellent. Um, I'm trying to pick the platforms that are going to allow us to talk open and freely about the stuff we talk about with hunting and bow hunting. I'm assuming X will do that, but we'll see. TikTok's pretty good about it, I think, but again, they might not be here. So, pros graphics. Oh man, Devin, I hear you. Scooter Trash, how you doing? So we are those watching on the different networks. We are live, I believe, on YouTube, TikTok, and X at the same time. And I don't think we're live on Facebook or Instagram, but I will check. Facebook's been a little weird lately. I don't know if it's working correctly for me or not, but no, we're not live on there. That it didn't work. I don't know why. They ran into a little issue there. And I know probably not live on Instagram if I had to guess, but although I should be. I mean, the way I set it up, it should be working, but I don't think it's working. Yeah, I'm having an issue going live on those two for some reason. Hmm. Anyway, all right, where are we at? Oh, Pay Two Sticks over on YouTube. I see your comment now. I can't believe I'm actually pretty pumped that X has some viewers. That's really exciting. That tells me that we have some opportunity to hopefully work with that community a little bit more than I was hoping. There's also some new apps, guys. I don't know people. I've been trying to follow where everybody's going after this. There's one called Fanbase. Don't know much about it. I did sign up for an account with Boner Planet. We already have one follower. No idea how that happened. And then there's another one called there's this one here, Clapper. I don't know. I mean, I hope I hope these are appropriate, I hope these are appropriate. We'll see. I am hoping this is an appropriate maybe not. I, I don't know. Let's see if anybody on here is speaking English. That's number one. I, yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I don't know what this is going to, but I feel like I gotta have all my eggs in one basket. You know what I'm saying? Like, gotta make sure we know. Kevin, from what I saw from the ATA, there really wasn't anything that I was like. I didn't end up going to ATA, and I'm actually glad I didn't go after seeing the videos because there was nothing spectacular or anything like that. The one things I noticed that I find strange and is like Martin and Obsession, right? Like they launched there, they've done nothing in the meantime to build up to that. So I don't really understand the goal of Martin Archery. I just don't get it. I don't understand what they're trying to accomplish or who they're trying to appease because they don't really do any marketing that I'm aware of, and it just makes me wonder, like, what's the plan? Like, what are you doing? And actually, PSE is becoming like that as well. So I am curious on them as well. Like, what is the ultimate goal? For what's happening here. But we'll see. I don't know. What do you guys think? What's your opinion on PSE and Martin? What do you guys think of those brands? Like, are they doing the right stuff? Do you hear about them? I mean, these are brands, in my opinion, that I don't ever hear about. In fact, I had a great conversation the other day. I think you guys have been real happy with me, but I had a great conversation with GSM's new marketing team about how GSM has dropped the ball dramatically on Tenzing, on True Glow, on Apex. Those brands have been thrown to the side. No one talks about them anymore. No one, when's the last time anybody here has heard the word Tenzing, right? Besides besides the Mountaineer guy, the actual guy that Tenzing's named after. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, Patty Two Sticks. I honestly thought Martin was out of the game, and then I find out they're still making bows, and they hired Strother now to help them. So I don't know, but they don't market it. That's what I don't get. If you make a bow, the first thing I'd want to do is reach out to people like us and other people in the industry and say, "Hey, can you review the bow? Check it out. Get in front of your audience." They don't do any of that. So strange. I haven't paid attention to PSC since Dudley left. Yeah, I hear you. Sorry, being in. I didn't see your comment. I see Chris is helping you answer something there. But what does it become? What happens with these brands, right? I don't know. I mean, can they actually all survive? That's the other thing. Like, can they all profit and do well? I mean, I don't know the answer here, but I would assume, but maybe, there's just a lot of competition. I don't know. I mean, I guess I would even just leave it to you guys and say, would you at this point, would any of you buy a PSE? Don't get me wrong, the PSE bow, that Mach 30 is sick. I think they did a great job on that bow. But is that one of the first bows you'd want to look at? And Martin, is that even a boat you would even think about considering? And I think the answer is no, but like you tell me. It's 3 a.m. Maybe I should go to sleep. It's 3 a.m. I must be lonely. What's up from South Carolina, Chad? How are you, man? Yeah, Kevin S is now helping Martin. They said it in the video. They had a video online. I think Archery Talk did the video with him, and I watched it. And he said that Kevin Strother was helping with their design, because I knew that because of they also do it for Obsession. So I think that was like a thing there. But I can tell you guys this. This is interesting. I did talk to. Yeah, I hear you, Thomas. Thomas, I did send your information over. You didn't need. I'm sorry, you didn't need to send anything with shipping. I did send your information over to Firebolt. He is sending you a game call. So just a heads up, that was a direct ship one. So I didn't need you to reply. So you're good. So thank you for that. The PSC Mach 30, I think, looks really cool. I like the design. It's simple, definitely simplified looking design. But after that, I don't hear much about PSC anymore. I always feel like PSC is kind of like a very tight knit group of people who shoot PSC, love PSC, and they don't like anybody else. I feel like it's a very small cluster of people inside their circle. Like they have like a circle of trust, and they don't work with people like us or anybody else outside that circle. That's just the feeling I get when I deal with them. But they don't market that much that I see. But Martin, I never see anything with Martin. Awesome. Welcome, OK Ranger. Yeah, good information there. Yeah, I grew up. I had a PSC bow, Madness XS. I love that bow. But PSC has been a different company, in my opinion, ever since 2015, 16. Whenever Blake Shelby left the company, I felt like they really kind of went a different direction. And who knows? I don't know what it's become, but it's sad, really. I prefer PSC to be on top of their game, but they don't listen to me. I try to tell them ideas, but no one cares. So I don't know what to say. Yeah, great question, Sniper. What's your thoughts on the new Bowtech Magnesium riser? Well, I like it because I already love the Expedition Magnite. So the question now becomes, what's the difference in those risers between Bowtech and Expedition, and is there any issues there? Which I have no idea. I'm just speculating. Um, the X Lights are great bows. So let me start with that. So what I can tell you from what I've played with in the past, the future, whatever. Um, they're super light. They feel great. Are they better than carbon? Maybe. Are they not? I don't know. I technically prefer carbon. I'd probably get a carbon over the magnesium concept, but that's me. Um, but they're sweet, and Expedition shoots good too. So now with Bowtech adding their technology to it, it's going to shoot very, very well. I have not shot it, but I would guarantee it's going to shoot very well. Bowtech's been doing a really good job on their shooting systems right now, so I think it's going to do very well for them. But price wise, I don't know. I mean, who's got the appetite for $2,000+ I don't know the answer. Not me, not my money. You know what I mean? But hey, again, crossbow shooters are spending 3-4 grand, right? So it depends how you look at it. Yeah, I hear you, bros. Yep, it's hard to beat bear in that area. Do I hunt peacocks down here? No, I don't hunt no peacocks. I don't know anybody who does. All right, where were we over here? Yeah, Martin and Session are owned by the same company, Pat. That's why. PSC decree, nice. Okay, Crystal Funk. What are your thoughts on the Trophy Ridge attack site? Matchbox 20 reference. Yes, you did, Andrew. Yep. I'm actually listening to Matchbox 20 in the background, which is actually pretty funny. Yes, they come with site tapes. Okay, so Trophy Ridge Attack. I think that's one I use. Let me just take a look at what that looks like. I always get confused with the name sometimes. Trophy Ridge Attack. Pro. Yeah, that's a great site. That's a great site. So that site right there is the site I had on my bow. I loved it. Yes, they came with the site tapes. If you want to, you could get that bow with our discount on their website directly. So use this code I'm typing in the chat, BHP 2024, and you could take 20% off of that site. Or you can also use it for the Propel Rest. You can use it for a bear bow. So that discount code works for all that. So again, BHP 2024. Anybody needs anything from Bear Archery, Trophy Ridge, Cajun Archery, any of those brands. Yeah, Buster, you're not wrong on that. Yeah, Expedition X-Lite does have a little dump in it. You're not wrong. Yep. It's not going to be as smooth. You're right. So that's a good point you brought up. So that bow is not going to most likely be as smooth as a Bowtech drawing, right? In that sense, the systems are much different. Attack is a fixed pin, yeah. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's a one pin, but it's got the you can move it up and down. But you're right. That one will have more of a dump in compared to a Bowtech, in my opinion. But again, they are going to be different risers, right? So it's hard to tell what we got, going here. 18 views on X. Wow. I wish the quality was a little better for you guys. I apologize. It should be good, but maybe because I'm going through a streaming system where it spits it out to YouTube and you at the same time. So I apologize, but welcome X viewers. I'm impressed. 18 viewers on X. Hey, leave a comment, guys. I haven't seen a single comment. Say hi. Hello. I'll throw a comment. Also, I don't know if you guys know this, but you can't go live on X unless you get the blue check mark, which you have to pay for. So one of the reasons I figure I should probably test it. All right, so thoughts on UltraView hinge releases. Check it out real quick. I actually haven't touched the UltraView release. I'm sure they're very good quality. So I'm gonna be flat out honest with you guys. Like I might take some crap for this, to be honest, and I'm trying to be as honest with you guys as I possibly can in the industry, because the first thing is, when we talk about bows, there's not really a bad bow anymore. I mean, all the bows are built very well, and even the cheapest bows like Bear are built very well. So when we talk about that, that's the first thing. So that's being honest. Like it's hard to find a bow that sucks. It really is, especially if you're open to different types of bows and sizes and all that. I can't say the same for Oneida. I'm not a huge Oneida person, but I respect them. I respect them for bow fishing, but for deer hunting, I've truly had some bad experiences with an Oneida. Anyway, long story short, the UV release looks good. Okay, I don't think there's anything wrong with it necessarily, but this is what I leave you with this comment. Why would I buy a UV release when UV is like such a young company? Like I would buy a True Ball over this release every day, all day, hands down. Even if they sent this to me and said, "Hey, check it out," I will. For $300, I'm buying a True Ball. There's no way I'm buying this release. So I'm just being clear. And it sounds bad. And I listen, don't take, I'm just being as honest with you guys as I can be. The UV concept is silly. I'm not buying arrows from UV. I'm not buying a release from UV because again, this is like the concept of staying in your lane is not being used here at all. Like Trueball dominates the space with amazing product. So there is no reason that I would ever consider buying this piece of equipment, especially at this price, if I'm being honest. So between Scott, CBE, no, I'm sorry, between Scott, between Trueball, True Fire, all these brands that have synonymously been dominant in the release market, there's no way I'm buying this release. So to me, is never going to work. But is it nice? Does it look good? It does. It's fine. You know, if that's what you really want, do it. But I would just tell you the precision, the quality, everything about a release that's been known to be good and bad has been tested, tried and true with True Ball. That's all I can really say. Or Carter or Stan. I mean, these are brands that just have the best of the best, you know. Sorry, I went on a little tangent there. I apologize. It's just that it's so frustrating for me because no one wants to talk about True Ball anymore. No one wants to talk about HHA, but they're talking about UV all the time. But UV is like literally a young company, and they do not have the expertise that these brands have for 30 years. You know, HHA building the most quality black. I mean, think of the site market alone: Black Gold, HHA, Spot Hog. I mean, these are stuff that is amazing for the price points, right? And so, but yet people are still spending $600-700 for a UV. It doesn't make sense to me. It's like it's just not logical when you have such good quality already in the marketplace. Sorry, but if you want that, get it. That was my tantrum. That's just for me. That's just my 2 cents on it. The new HH sites are cool. They are cool. And maybe it is south. Maybe you're right. Maybe it is better, but maybe it's not. Like that's the other thing. Like you guys, there's so many deer I've killed in bear and all these things with cheap plastic Trophy Ridge sites over the years. And Trophy Ridge makes great sites, but they have some cheap plastic ones. I could go out and get a deer with that in a heartbeat, and that thing costs less than $60. So like, is it necessary? Is it not? I don't know. What's up, Red? Red stopped by the studio the other day. That was really fun. We got to test out some products. I got to show him I show him the dialed sight. We're looking at that, the proof. He got to see that, the T2 from G5. He got to see the X Light. We were talking about that a little bit, the lightness. I filmed all this, so I'll show you guys the video of him checking out these products. But it's really cool to see them if you haven't touched some of those products, like to be able to touch, like touching this UV button, right? It looks very good quality to me. I'm not going to say it's not. This is interesting. I just saw this. UV does something that's actually pretty interesting. Looks like you can buy like a frame or something for it and test it first. That's interesting. But it doesn't release, I don't think, of course, but I guess it's for the grip. It says just pay shipping. We should just buy this to mess with it. I'd like to. I wonder if this is made out of plastic. Probably plastic, right? Yeah, I don't know. Sorry. I went I just went into sorry about that. All right, where were we? So no comments on X. I see X 25 live viewers. Welcome. Um that's pretty cool. Let me go back to my YouTube comments real quick. Catch back up. I'm sorry, guys. Um Jacob, I do see your comment about PSC. That's interesting. I have a Bowtech Solution SD. It's 3.9 pounds, so I don't know if 3.7 is much later. Correct, JJ. Yep, I get it there. It makes sense. Only company with a single cam this year. No, yes. It's a good question, actually. I don't know. Does anybody know? I know Bear does have a single cam. I know APA used to have one. They don't anymore. And I don't know. Someone mentioned another brand. Is it Diamond maybe that has a single cam or somebody? Or is it PSE? Someone did mention, I think it was Patty Two Sticks and a different one. What up, Rack? How you doing, brother? Hope you had a good time at the show. How'd you guys do overall? Did you guys sell a ton? You a multimillionaire now? Did you sell out of everything? We were just talking about how your blades are not sharp. Just kidding. And we'll get back to that question when someone answers that. I'm pretty sure Bear is one of the main only, solo cam bows there is. Yep, Joseph, you are correct on the designer. Um, Thanks, Kevin, for checking that out. Appreciate that. Easton 6.5 bow hunter arrows. Do you like them? Yes, I use those all the time. I love my Easton arrows. Killed the deer this fall with the arrow, flies true. Yep, awesome. The 6.5 Tom's talking about. Mossy Green says 6 UV arrows for 219. Wow. Yeah, there you go. Just buy Easton, you'll be all set. No point. What's up, Cam? How you doing? Does the Martin Obsession offer a Magnite right? I don't think so. Does anybody know? That's a good question. Does anybody know if Martin Obsession? They do something. Now you say that, I think you're right. They did do something weird. I thought, or different, I should say. Martin Archery. Was it them or was it High Country or somebody who did something like that? Oh, plastic? Yeah, okay. What is it? Did they do it? I'm looking on their website, see if I see any information about that, but you are right. There was something. I didn't think it was magnite though, or magnesium. I thought it was like carbon or something. Oh wow, Session got a new website. About time. Didn't think that ever happened. I don't understand what they're trying to do with this thing, man. Like I don't get it. Like what are we doing here? Okay, here we go. What's this say? Ultra Mag 360. No, I mean that's just a bow. I don't think that had anything to do with what's this tuning they did though. Pref X tuning. Future of bow. Oh, that's see now that looks like Bowtech type stuff to me. I don't know if you guys looked at that yet. Whoa, that's going to be damaging if that looks very similar to a Bowtech stuff. That's right on the limb, just like we saw at Athens, and then look what happened. And it looks like obviously Martin put that same technology on theirs. Martin website's not even as good as the Obsession one. It's weird. Firecat 32. Ultra Mag. Okay, hold on a minute. I'm seeing your guys' comments now. Ultra Mag, Martin, experience the superior quality of Ultra Mag material. Oh, there you go. Okay, yeah. Thanks, JJ. I missed the part of material word in there. So we don't know what that is. It maybe is magnesium. That would make sense, right? Ultra magnesium, I'm guessing. This is a guess. I'm not sure of this, but Firecat M3. Let me pull that one up. Wow, this website is really bad, guys. Really, really bad. I clicked that bow. It says page not found. I mean, what the hell is this? Dude, like I could do a better job. What is this? Page not found. So I click any of their new 2025 bows, this page not found. That's like ridiculous, dude. Ridiculous. Oh my god, what are these guys are doing, dude? Like hire a kid to help you with marketing. It's like terrible. What is this tuning? Oh, this is the tuning thing. Anyway, sorry, I'm speaking out loud here. This is very frustrating. I don't understand how you could be a company and then not have a decent website. It just blows my mind. What is this one? What is this one? Here's the Connect from Obsession. What's this one got? They have a huge list of camos. I'd rather just see the information on the bow. This is crazy. All right. Anyway, we got an award for it. I don't know. I think it was an Expedition got the award for it. Or are you talking about for the technology on here? Oh yeah, Expedition. Yeah, sorry, you fixed it yourself. Yeah, Expedition got an award. I did see that. I did see that. Expedition actually did call me. They want to do a lot more this year. They're trying to push their bows a little harder, I think, this year. I don't know if it has anything to do with the concept that Bowtech created a mag and or looks like maybe Obsession here and slash Martin. I don't know. But how much is this bow? I wonder, did it say how much that bow was? Because if it is truly a magnesium, I would assume it's gonna be a little pricey, but so so what's your guys' thoughts on the prime form? Were you guys happy with this boat? Hated it? Um, what were you guys thinking? You know, what were you thinking? And were you okay with the price? I'm just kind of curious. I saw a video online of another YouTuber them talking about that bow, and they kind of ripped it a lot. To be honest, and I was kind of disappointed they ripped it so much. I have a lot different feelings. I think about the concept and what Prime's trying to do. I like it, but again, I'm not the average consumer, so it's interesting to let you guys speak your mind there. Toby says not a real big fan of Prime, so I think that means Prime in general, but not a fan of the look. Says Red. Okay, yep, that's fine. Um, let's see here. This Joseph said Ultra View products are worth buying just for the packaging. Um, yeah, JJ79 says, yeah, the site's not showing the bows, which is crazy. Have you tried the Bowmar grip tape? Does it make a difference? I feel like I did, and I feel like it was fine, but I feel like it just depends on you and what you like. Cause like the grip has a weird feeling when you add that. So it's up to you. Now, I'd rather use like a nose button and or maybe that peep tuner. Those are two products I actually do like a lot. Now, could you make that yourself a different way? Sure, probably, but I think it's just easier to buy it in my opinion. But um yeah, I saw that JJ. Yeah, that cam tune. And the question now becomes that cam tune. So it looks to me like that cam tune looks a little nerve wracking to me. So um, I don't know what's going to happen with that necessarily. It does look a little sus compared to what we've seen with Athens, but Lax, how long have you had the strings on your Adapt? Awesome, Joe. Yeah, those did ship. So anybody who won prizes, I think we're caught up now. Everything has shipped. Thomas, yours will be a little behind because I had to send it direct to that company. But everything else has gone out, so you guys should see it soon. 3.6 pounds. That's pretty light. So that would make sense that it's some sort of magnesium, then, I guess, if it's not carbon. What up, JD? Well, I would look at it lax and see what it looks like to you. I mean, it should last at least 2 years. But like, do you see fraying? Do you have any issues with the cables or strings or anything like that? And once you do decide to do it, get them from Gas Bowstrings. You can get them custom any color you want, which is always exciting, and that'd be kind of cool. How long, Aldo? How long draw do you mean? Aldo says I don't think Prime ever made a long draw bow. They did make up to a 31 this year, I believe, but I think that's as far as they go. I don't think they. I think you're right that they never got into the 32, 33s. It's definitely not on that one bow, the new bow, but so we got the RVX plus 36 would be the one I think we need to look at, right? 32, 34. They not do a 36 this year? Huh. I don't see a 36. Am I missing something? The hell am I listening to? This is terrible. All right, what do we got here? Oh, here's the 36. The RV. Oh, no, no. Okay. RVX plus is only the 32, 34. The original RVX goes to 31.5. Yeah, there you go. Sorry, you had it. Yeah, PSC makes a long one too, Toby. I'm pretty sure. I think them and Bowtech, and I think even Bear has a long one actually in part of their stuff. JJ, that site's hot, dude. That site is so sweet. They really killing it over there at Martin. That's one of the best sites I've ever seen. It's hilarious. Oh, it's really bad. I hear you, Kevin. Kevin made a good point. He says, haven't shot the new Prime, but at least they are trying to innovate instead of changing names and colors and like a lot are doing. And I have to agree, that's a good assessment of what happened here. Okay, it's that's a good question. Mossy says the Prime bow, I would be concerned of the riser getting loose, causing a torque issue, basically because of the different sections. That's a fair statement and a fair thing to be answered by Prime, and I'll ask that question next time I talk to them and try to get that for us because I agree it's a great question. We're just looking at some of the bows, talking about talking smack about some of the bow companies. Oh god, I love this stuff. So funny. All right, who do we got on here tonight? Who's on here? Let's see here. Technology comes from the bicycle world. Oh, interesting double. I didn't know that. If you're on TikTok, and you want to chat or join the chat, just send a request. Well, I'm not gonna be able to get everybody, but might be able to get a few of you guys to say hi. Did you talk about Matthews? No, I didn't. I didn't talk about Matthews. I stay away from that one because we all know there's so many Matthews fans and Hoyt fans. I try to stay away from those guys because I'll be honest with you. When I think of Matthews and I think of Hoyt and I think mainly Bowtech, I feel like in Bear specifically, I feel like these guys got their crap together for the most part. So there's not really much to say in my opinion. Yes, Matthews had a limb issue. Yes, it seems like they fixed it. I have not heard any issues. I know some people ask once in a while, ask me questions about if I've seen new issues, but I have not. So I don't know if you guys have had any issues. Yeah, there you go, Joe. Yeah, that's pretty common, right? I think it's pretty common to spit out something different all the time. So T Knife, I always go back to Gas to get my strings. They do sponsor and support our program, so I'm a real big advocate of Gas, of course. I would say Gas number one, but if you're looking for other brands, they're good people, get it done as well. A3 is a great company, and I know Vapor Trail makes strings; they do a good job as well. And there's another one, America's Best Bow Strings, does a great job. Those are like the main ones I'd work with before I signed on with Gas. But I always did Gas as my main one, so I basically would send classic bows to Gas. They'd restring them, and then when they were busy, I'd send them to A3. When they were busy, I sent them to America's Best. And basically, all three of these guys were helping with that program originally. And then I asked Gas if they would just sponsor the program, be easier, and support it. And the Classic Series is called, and they said yes. They're like, yeah, we're in. So that's why I kind of moved just to that. Are you taking off, Vox, or do you have a question? Maybe Joseph. Maybe Joseph doesn't like the Prime Farm. Says it looks like a stretch in engineering to gain following. So yeah, maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I mean, I seen it in person. It was pretty nice. I can't say I shot it though because I was not able to. It felt great though. I'll say that. It definitely felt like a good bow, but I don't, it's hard for me to say anything more just yet. Sasquatch bowstrings. Yeah, there's another one. Or Squatch. Sasquatch. Sounds better if we say Sasquatch. A3 is great. No problem with A3. They're great people. They got it done. They have their own cool color schemes and stuff. Yeah, Devin. Matthews does have a good look to it. They really do. I mean, they're tried and true bows, right? They've done it. I'll say this though. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I feel like Bowtech really dominates the 34-inch space. All their bows that have been a 34 have done so well and shot so good. Extremely smooth bows. So I'm, for me, I just feel like they did a really good job. So I don't really have a current bow right now. I'm actually in between bows. I was waiting for this new form to come because I wanted to try it in the field. But I had last year at the end of the year, this past season, I did the RVX 32 and I did the Hoyt. Um, I think it was it wasn't the two though. What was it last year? What I should try to think last year, the Alpha X, right? And then it wasn't the new one though, so it was still the old one, but still last year's whatever. So I shot both. I shoot best with a Hoyt. That's just my personal preference when it comes to me being as accurate as I possibly can. And then I would also say I shoot very well with a prime, but I think overall my shot is best with a Hoyt, just from my experience with shooting different bows. I shoot a lot of bows, and Hoyt has always been the one that's I feel the most rock solid. And I actually asked this question to Hoyt on the podcast that we have, our outdoor podcast. Apparently, there's some technology behind that bow feeling so rock solid when you get it back and it locks in and doesn't move. There was more to it than I realized, and I didn't know there's stuff there. So it was a pretty great conversation. I learned a lot in the last conversation, so it was pretty exciting. The Bowtech General, I still got that baby, Kevin. The realm was great. Whew. Yeah, the realm was a great bow. All right, what do we got over here? Let's see. I went from the RX7 Ultra and waiting on my RVX Plus. Okay, cool. So the RVX Plus, Zach, they shrunk the pocket a little bit. It was pretty interesting, and that also means that when they shrunk the pocket, they had to shrink uh, the spacers for the tuning. So those are actually a little different as well than the old ones. You're probably, or you wouldn't have been because you're doing a Hoyt, but other people have. Midwest says I still use my '06 Old Glory. Take very good care of it and it treats me well. That's amazing. Midwest, I would love for you to send me to my email a picture of that baby. Love to see it. I agree. Zach says I thought trying to let my Hoyt down felt like stayed lock at full draw. Yeah, for sure. Bear Divergent. That's a good bow. Nothing wrong with that bow. I prefer the Species XT, but it'll get it done. Interesting, Christopher. I've learned to always pick up old stock bows and not go with the latest and greatest. That's interesting. That's okay too. I mean, again, everybody's different when it comes to like how um you look at a product, right? Because like everybody does these things in different industries, right? Some people they'll never buy a new car. They always will buy a used car because they know there's a gap of loss of money there. Some people think of it that way. Other people want that flashiness of having that new car right off the lot that smells good, has that glue stink in it. Like there's a method behind the madness, I guess. Just depends how you look at it. Yeah, Devin. No, yeah, the Omnia is like that too, no doubt about it. That one's scary. Feels like it just locks in. Yes, I am Kevin Brown. Kevin asked. Actually, it's so funny, Kevin, you said that because I actually talked about this tonight. Is this me making that sound? Something's rubbing somewhere. Anyway, I went to my buddy Ron's house, Ron Reslow, and he's one of our hunters, and he brought up the classic hunt idea. And yes, that is something we talked about trying to do next year on state land. And basically, we are going to take old bows old clothing, and try to get it done in the field. So it's definitely, and I plan to film it very good. I was going to even maybe bring in some film crews to help with it, but it'd be hilarious. It would be hilarious. Oh, interesting, Zach. Yeah, that's cool, man. Zach said this is the first one I bought at launch, which is why it's taking so long to get it, but pretty cool. That's why I don't have it. I mean, that's why I don't have it, literally, because they're so back ordered so fast that they couldn't even. Oh my god, the Monster Chill R was one of my favorite bows, man. Plumber, just send me that bow. You don't need it. I'll give you credit towards another bow. I love the Chill R. That was one of my favorite bows they sent me a long time ago, and I sold that thing a long time ago to raise some money for projects we were doing. I regret it tremendously. That bow was great. No cam, Mossy Green still got the no cam HTR. I still got one of those too. It's pretty cool. Guys, we're breaking records on X. We got 31 live viewers on X. Wow, we are crushing it. What is this? Let me see what this does. I wonder if we can. Okay, that didn't work, but let me try this. No way this works. No way. Huh. All right. I don't know how good this is going to go, but all right, where we at? I shoot the Expedition MX32. Love it. That's great. I'm wanting to get into bow hunting. Where can I get older flagship bow like a Hoyt? And how do I know if I'm getting ripped off? That's a hard one, Itchy. I don't recommend doing that. That's my opinion. But my recommendation is to buy a bow from Bear Archery's website, use our code, take the discount, but you also get everything you need in a ready to hunt package. Use this code. I'll put it in the chat, VHP 2024. It works right on their website. You get it brand new with the warranty and everything, so you don't have to worry about getting ripped off. That's how I would start, in my opinion. But to me, makes the most sense. Again, that works for all their websites. So, and then the one I would get, if I'm being honest, I'll put it in the chat right now because this is one of my favorite bows. The Species XT is my favorite, but they have the Adapt 2. They have a ton of stuff on here. So it's kind of like sky's the limit as far as getting a good bow and something you can use, for a decent price too. Because if you end up hating it, that would be the worst time to buy it, even a good bow. But my point in this story is if you're getting into it, you don't want to start with the used bow because you're not going to know anything about what you're buying. So consider just something like that. Yeah, I don't know, JJ. That's a great question. Hey, if you're on X, could you please make a comment because there's a lot of viewers, but we don't know if your bots are real people. You could just put like anything in the chat, just so I know like how many people are real in there. That's a good point, JJ. Thank you for that comment. We'll see how many people are. JJ, are you on? Is anybody on X that's on the other channels? If you are, could you just comment real quick over there, just so I could see that they're hearing me, if that it works. X is Twitter. Twitter's the old Twitter. They call it X now, Devin. Any recommendations for quiver? I mean, personally, I like the Trophy Ridge quiver because it's got the Trophy Ridge quiver has the light in it, and I love that. That to me is like one of the coolest things. Plus, you use that 20% off, so it's kind of a steal realistically. But Trophy Ridge, let me put that in the chatter. Trophy Ridge quiver. I just don't remember the names. The Versa, maybe. Hexlight. I think it's the Hexlight. Yeah, so it's $90, 3 color options. It's still in stock, and you could take 20% more off right now. So can't give you a better deal. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a steal. So I don't know where we're looking for that, but I'll put that in the chat, one of the chats. Sorry, I had to put that in the YouTube chat. I just realized it was in the other one, but I only have YouTube. JJ's only got YouTube. Yeah, you got it, Itchy. No problem. Aldo, yeah, the Hexlite is the bomb. Oh, you're talking to me? Sorry. You're talking to someone else? Talking to someone else. Sorry, sorry. Thought you were saying is the Hexlite good? I was like, yeah, it's actually really good. And with that 20% off, it's a steal. So yeah, Fuse Alpha Strikes are great quiver as well. I mean, you're going to pay a lot more money, but so is the Matthews one. I mean, there's a lot of them. In fact, I actually had this funny question. Me and Hoyt had a great conversation about on the podcast I had with them about branding. You know how they're all branding their own products now, like that. Instead of using Fuse as much, now they're using Hoyt Direct, and it works because the consumers really want everything to match. So I think we get that matching game right, and it seems to work very well. What's up, Nash? So yeah, if you're on YouTube, I'm sorry, if you're on TikTok, please make sure you go follow us on YouTube, subscribe. If you're a member, please move your membership over there after the 19th if we're gone. Okay. So if the 19th comes and this is a black screen, you can't get on, slide on over. Don't miss out because you won't then be in the giveaway, right? Because you're gone. So make sure you slide over to the new account. That way you guys don't miss out on the bow giveaway since no one claimed it. We're going to give it back away, the CP30. So I will honor your old um, entries, but you'll still have to be a member somewhere. So you'll have to move your membership over. So keep that in mind. Yep, we're the same handle on YouTube, X, and all of them. Bowhunter Planet. Yep. No, Zach hasn't been claimed. I reached out to the guy 2, 3 times. He has not replied. I hope he doesn't think I'm a bot, like fake. Like, we used to get those fake ones come at us, but we'll see. I don't know the answer, Mossy. I think they do because I know that Kevin uses Ramcat a lot and he uses that quiver. So I think the answer is yes. But Ramcats are tricky to get in because they are pretty wide. Alpine bow quiver, interesting. Yeah. Do you know Alpine quivers are now owned by Kinsey's? They bought out the Alpine quiver brand. I think it's kind of weird. Shot my moose with a Ramcat. Nice. I'd probably use a Ramcat for a moose too, to be honest. I'd hit that thing with 70 plus pounds. Crush it. I wonder, I don't know. Have you guys heard of this Lemon 8 app? I feel like I don't know if that was the one TikTok was telling people to use. Now, this is really going to be kind of frustrating, to be honest. So you do such a good job building the community, then they just tear it away. What the hell? It's ridiculous. So you can't go live on this platform. I don't know what they expect to happen if you can't go live. I mean, what the hell is this? Hmm. Oh well. Okay. All right. Well, I'm out of here. You guys have a great night. Yeah, Chris. Apparently, the way I was read it and I heard on TV, they are going to shut it down on the 19th, like going dark, like no one can access this or use it. So I do have the Lemonade app. I am going to start using that one. But my problem is I don't see it having a live feature, which is weird. I hope so, Andrew. That would be ideal, man. That would be ideal. It'd be a lot easier not have to restart again. These platforms are hard to build from scratch, and man, I really don't want to do it again if I if I don't have to. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, we'll see you guys later on TikTok, and we'll say goodbye. I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay. And everybody else, thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. Enjoy your night on X and YouTube. And before I go, I do want to check. Is there any comments on X? No, but 35 viewers now. All right. I don't think I got any comments. No. Okay, just checking. All right. I'm sad. I was hoping for some comments. All right. See you guys later. Bye bye.